Alright, guys, so I apologize for not being able to be here in person today, but I'll join you in record reading form. So let's start. Macroeconomics, Low Unemployment, Chapter 10.1. So first, we will be defining all the terms appearing in orange bold text, and these will be done by Kingston and Musia. So you can start now. Okay, so I'll explain how unemployment and the unemployment rate are calculated. So we first have to go through some concepts. So let's talk about labor force. Labor force is the number of people those are willing and able to work. So it's basically the number of people employed plus the number of people unemployed, because they're both willing and able to work. So people those are not considered participating in the labor forces are usually children, retired seniors, students, disabled people, and John. So we have the formula. This is a key takeaway for today, which the unemployment rate in percentage is the number of people employed over the total labor force population times 100. So there's two ways to usually measure unemployment. The first is to basically sum up every unemployed guy in the economy. And the other thing is a percentage method, which is basically the formula we just talked about. And let's talk about the difficulties in measuring unemployment. So official measurements are very often underestimating or overestimating because of hidden unemployment. So there are some examples. For example, discouraged workers, people those are able but not willing to work anymore. We have part-time unemployment, which means officials' calculations, they falsely consider part-time workers as fully employed people as well. And we have level of skill in occupations. So, for example, if a rocket scientist loses a job and he finds a job in Walmart, he's considered fully employed. Also, we have retraining workers. So people those got unemployed and chose to retrain their professions are also not considered unemployed at all. And we have early retired individuals as well. And there are also official measurements though are overestimating because of hidden unemployment. And the only example I can come up with is the underground economies, also called informal economies. Those are the proportion of employed people, those are unregistered, legally unregulated, and not reporting tax duties to the authorities. So there are additional factors contributing to misleading estimations in unemployment rates, and those unemployment can differ by regions within the economy, genders, ethnic groups, ages, and levels of education. So let's talk about the economic, personal, and social costs of unemployment. So first, in economic costs, we have a loss in real GDP because we're not fully allocating resources we can. And unemployed, like people being unemployed, will be a loss in GDP because they were employed before, I believe. And there's also a loss of income for unemployed workers, and a loss for tax revenue from income taxes and even indirect taxes, because people with income, they spend money. And also we have costs for increased unemployment benefits expenditures, because more people being unemployed means we need more transfer payments, more money spent on them. And also we need to have costs for counteracting social problems arising from unemployment, like crime rates and stuff. So we have more. Those are a larger budget deficit or a smaller budget surplus, and a very more unequal distribution of income. Also, increasing difficulties for unemployed people to be employed full time. So we have personal costs of being unemployed. This will be given to Kingston. And then we have social costs for being unemployed. These will be given to Musia. Okay, so let's talk about the causes of unemployment. So these will be given to Kingston and Musia. So please. And also we have cyclical unemployment causes. Those in definition is declining or insufficient levels of aggregate demand occurring as a necessary complement during the downturn of business cycles, which basically means the area in the graph you see now, from contraction to the first expansion area, like the 12, it's basically where there's very likely there will be cyclical unemployment because AD is not enough. And also, cyclical unemployment, it's not a type of natural unemployment, and it's considered more serious than all the other types we've mentioned, because usually when you have this, things are not going good. And we have the diagrams. So a fall in labor demand for a particular market or geographical area. This will be given to Kingston. And unemployment resulting from a minimum wage. This will be given to Musia. And also the third graph, deflationary gap showing cyclical unemployment. So there's actually two ways to draw these, the neoclassical way and the Keynesian way. So both ways does not actually show the number or quantity of people who are getting unemployed, but bear to mind that AD1 shifting to AD2, the unemployment created by basically AD1 shifting to AD2 is the cyclical unemployment quantity. So this is the question, why is the natural rate of unemployment the sum of structural, seasonal, and frictional employment? It's quite content heavy. So they're actually all caused by natural features, we believe. It's a result of collaboration and interactions between human and logics behind economics. So first, let's start with structural unemployment. It's mostly caused by changing demand for specific labor occupations, and it's very often a result from technological advances where customer patterns shift from some dated goods to more modern goods. It's basically advancing technologies leading to changes in consumer patterns and preferences, and that's like eliminating the demand for labor for the old goods. And it's also human nature and kind of a principle of economics where humans derive most benefits or most utility from their limited resources. So the other cause of structural unemployment is shifting geological structures. It's also discovered or discussed in the other in the New World study. Yeah, I'm not sure. And frictional unemployment it's simply the gaps between jobs, so it's quite natural. Seasonal unemployment, it's caused by season features, like for example, farming will not be very available in winter, so it's also quite natural. Cyclic unemployment, however, is not very natural, although I do argue that it's kind of natural. It's a natural process of economic cycles, but I don't know. So real world focus 10.1, and then these questions and answers are given here. And thank you guys. Have a nice day.